remember making those paper before last week or whenever I did it? Do you guys remember? Okay. Can anyone raise their hand and tell me why did we make those or what did we make them for? Sloan.
Because we
Does anyone help her out? Why did we make? What did we write on there? Why were we doing that for? Yes. Did I have you guys read your own book? And then you write it on there for? What were you looking for in the book? What were you guys reading the book for? Lily.
Kind of like the same thing you have or do at home.
Yeah, you could be doing it at home. Can anyone think of a word? What was the new word that we came up with last time?
Like
We made something. Well, what was it?
prediction.
Not predictions, you're close, but it was text to what? Text to self connections, yeah. What are text to self connections? What is that? Yeah.
It's something that you have done and you remember doing it from a book.
Yeah.
Or from something. But basically we just made a chain of happiness.
A chain of happiness, yeah. So in the book that I had you guys read, you guys were taking something that you already knew and relating it to something in the book, right? You're making a connection from the book to yourself, which is where you could be making it from a character maybe in the book or experience that you've also had from in the book. And why are we making those connections? Why do good readers make text to self connections? Andrew?
Because
What does it help us do?
read and write.
Help us read and write? Yes?
Help us on spelling tests.
Could maybe help you on spelling test? Sloan?
It could help us get better reading.
Yeah. It can help us understand what we read better. Does it help us do that? Yeah. And then we made this chart of how we make text to self connections. Do you guys remember making this chart? Yeah. So when we read a book, how we make text to self connections, we can look at the pictures, right? And it can remind you of something. That's how you make a text to self connection. If the character has something similar to you, you can make a text to self connection that way. And if it has the same experience, right? So I'm going to read another book to you guys, and it's called The Relatives Came. Have you ever read this book before? Does it seem familiar at all?
No.
Okay, that's all right too. So it's called The Relatives Came. Yeah, Lily?
What's that thing like that?
What is this? Does anyone know what this is? Yeah? What
It
is it?
means that it's a very, very good book.
It is a good book, and it got some type of award for it, right? Yeah. So the relatives came. What are relatives? Do you guys know what relatives are? What does it mean by the relatives came? Yes.
They can they can be your friends or they can help you with something.
Carver?
They're your family.
They're your family, yes. So does that mean my cousins are my relatives?
Yeah. Yep.
What about your grandparents? Are they your relatives? Yeah. So when I say that my relatives come over, when do they come over? When do you guys see your relatives? Yeah. Lily, when do you see your relatives?
Maybe when it's time to go on a vacation.
Yeah, you can see them on your vacation. How about you?
When I help sandbag my grandparents.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, Raylan? Ray?
Maybe birthdays.
Birthdays, yes.
When I'm gonna go to my grandma's condo.
Awesome. Okay. That's all good ideas. That's when you can see your relatives. Yes, Andrew.
When I'm going to the house on the rock